The red spine on the cassette you are now watching is your assurance of first-class audio-video presentation, guaranteed by RCA Columbia Pictures Video. If your cassette does not look like this, if it's a VHS format, or a beta format like this, it is likely to be a pirate copy, and you won't be getting your money's worth in either picture quality or sound. In that case, phone RCA Columbia Pictures on 01-636-8373.
Do not adjust your set. This is a picture of the future, with one force that leads the way. RCA Columbia Pictures for 88.
Each of us has a fantasy of fame. For Richie Valens, this dream came true. The year was 1958. The film is La Bamba. Written and directed by Woody Allen, Radio Days is a hilarious and moving story from a time before the moving picture, starring Mia Farrow. Kim Basinger, star of 9½ Weeks, and Bruce Willis from Moonlighting come together for a blind date.
In 1957, Ricardo Valenzuela had his family, his talent, and a dream.
Rock and roll.
Come on, baby, just rock.
Look at my Richie. He's shining like a star.
I really dig your music, and I'd like to record it.
Oh, Richie, I'm so happy.
By 17,
Your professional name? Richie Valens.
he was a star. The legend of Richie Valens, a true story. La Bamba.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The landing of hundreds of unidentified spacecraft has now been officially confirmed as a full-scale invasion of the Earth by Martians.
Now, I love old radio stories, and I know a million of them. I've collected them down through the years, like a hobby.
Pay more attention to your schoolwork and less to the radio. You always listen to the radio. It's different. Our lives are ruined already.
I never forgotten any of those people, or any of the voices we used to hear on the radio.
Less than 12 hours ago, this man had a good job and a promising future. Last night, he went on a blind date. Today, he's paying the price.
You're allowed 2 phone calls.
Moonwalk! I hate that! In fact, my evening was so entertaining, so exhilarating, so stimulating, such an utterly unforgettable experience that if I weren't already behind bars, I'd be committing a murder right now! Yours!
Kim Basinger, Bruce Willis, Blind Date. Anybody out there got 10 grand for bail?
The Big Easy is deep in the heart of Cajun country, home for 1988's Thriller of the Year, a style which blends suspense, action, sex, and comedy. Jeff Daniels and Melanie Griffith have started something they will remember for the rest of their lives. Whatever happens, it will be something wild. John Borman, the director of Deliverance and The Emerald Forest, finds humor in the horror of war at a time of hope and glory.
Detective Remy McSwain grew up on the force.
Never seen one person break so many laws in such a short space.
Oh, forget about the laws for a minute. He knows the way the system works.
Why don't you like me, man? Or why don't you trust me then?
You're a cop, for God's sake. You're supposed to uphold the law, but instead you bend it and twist it and sell it.
We take care of our own. Remember that.
Charlie's a mild-mannered executive who's never been far from home. Now Lulu's taking him all the way.
I'm Lulu.
Charles, pleased to meet you.
Something daring.
I'm gonna take Lulu. We're gonna waltz right out of here, and there's not a damn thing you can do.
Something dangerous. Something wild.
Hope and Glory. John Borman's brilliantly observed story of a family at war through the eyes of a child.
The next one's ours. Either it hits us or it goes past. Oh, please, God, not on us. Drop it on Mrs. Evans. She's a cow.
A boy's own adventure of discovery and danger.
Talk or else. Talk.
A film about the magic of childhood. amid the chaos of war.
Rowan! It was a stray bomb! Thank you, Adolf!
Hope and glory.
Desert Bloom, the story of a family on the edge of a new era, the dawning of the atomic age, with John Voight from Midnight Cowboy and Runaway Train. Steve Martin wrote and stars in Roxanne, the story of his unrequited love for the beautiful Daryl Hannah, a film of pure comic genius.
It was a time when life was supposed to be easier.
Who do they remind you of? The Andrews sisters.
Oh, yeah. A time of bobby socks and dungarees and secret bonds. But for one family...
Oh, my girls. Don't I get anything, Jack?
It was also a time of dark secrets.
Jack, stop.
And lies.
Jack and I had a couple of drinks, Bill, and Rose got the wrong idea. I don't want to live here anymore.
Of growing apart.
Get out!
And coming together. Columbia Pictures presents Desert Bloom.
C.D. Bales had a small problem.
They said it was big, but I didn't expect it to be big.
He could handle every situation. Except the one that mattered most.
I'm locked out of my house.
Come on inside, I'll get the tools.
I don't have any clothes on. Maybe you'd like some wine with your nose. Cheese.
I want to look like Diana Ross.
I think she's fallen in love, but she doesn't know it yet.
Steve Martin.
Hey!
Daryl Hannah.
Why don't you just get that nose job?
I did.
Roxanne.
The makers of Miami Vice bring you a story of hard action and adventure as 5 young men fight as a band of the hand. For Gene Wilder, Gilda Radner, and Dom DeLuise, wedding bells have stopped ringing, and now they're ready for a haunted honeymoon.
This is you. Criminal records, psychological evaluations, your criminal past. Now, instead of stashing you in some human warehouse, they gave you to me.
From the maker of Miami Vice, Band of the Hand.
It should have been the happiest moment of their lives, the night they came home to be married at the house of Great Aunt Kate. But it turned into a haunted honeymoon. Someone or something is trying to scare them to death.
Now, if anything frightens you, anything at all, you just holler.
That was a look at what the future holds. The very best in small screen entertainment from RCA Columbia Pictures. 88. The shape of things to come.
Watch out! Rocket! Take a good look at my face. You'll see my smile looks out of place. If you look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears.
The first real casualty of war is innocence. The first real movie about the war in Vietnam is Platoon.